Hey YouTube, how's life? So I don't really know how this is gonna go. I've tried to film this so many times, like you don't even know. Hopefully this one actually turns out. So today I'm gonna be filming a sort of like get ready with me style video. I don't know how makeup works, to be 100% real with you. I did clean my sponge for this video, so there's that. I'm gonna start by moisturizing my face. I don't really know what type of skin I have because like in the winter it's super dry and then in the summer it's just like super oily, so like I don't know if that's combination skin or if that's just like normal skin, like I don't know. Sorry if the light keeps fluctuating in this video. The sun keeps going behind clouds and trees and stuff. Typically just for like day use or whatever, I just use the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer stuff. I don't know, like it gets the job done and I don't feel super greasy and it's like pretty lightweight and stuff or whatever. I'm high-key exhausted, so if I start looking a little bit dead inside, it's because I'm really tired. I was up really late last night for literally no reason. I just couldn't sleep. Like, I've gotten in the bad habit of just like not sleeping because I'll take a nap during the day. 1-2 hour long nap, which is a really long nap, I acknowledge that. Like, school is exhausting and I don't sleep and it's just a perpetuating cycle that I just like haven't been able to break thus far. Probably gonna be stuck in that for the rest of my life, so that's cool. So to oh, that's a lot of primer, okay. I mean, like, I guess I'm wearing foundation today, so maybe that's not a lot of primer. But usually I only wear concealer, so like this much primer is really unnecessary for concealer. I feel weird just like rubbing my face on camera. Like that's just a really weird feeling. So when that's like setting in or whatever, I'm gonna clean up my eyebrow because as you can see, I have a slit in it, but it starts to grow in pretty fast. Like my eyebrow hairs grow really fast, which is probably something you didn't really need to know. The more you cut your hair, apparently the faster it grows back. I don't really know the science behind it, but that's just what oh boy. Where to put this mirror? Okay. This thing has a mirror, so I'll just use this. So what I do to like, I just do this myself and hack at it with a combination of tiny scissors and one of these guys. I'm gonna just clean this up real fast. I make sure like this is all, like this part of my eyebrow is all going this way. Like I'll spoolie it or whatever. And then I'll take one finger and sort of make sure everything else is going this way, like going the opposite direction so that I can see like the skin underneath or whatever, and then I just like shave it, you know. That's what I'm gonna try to do. Sorry if I make like really unattractive facial expressions while doing this. Okay, so I pretty much shaved the majority of the hair that was in that area off. I don't want to make it too big because that is kind of where the sparse area of my eyebrow is anyway. I don't want to shave too much off or I'll just end up with no eyebrow, you know? Like, you gotta leave some room for your natural hair. Just because, like, if I shave too much off, like, it's not like I can fill in my brow every day, so I don't want to have an entire eyebrow gone. I think I wear makeup maybe 1 out of 5 days a week, like, in school. Like, I wear makeup on the weekends for the most part. It's either sleep for an extra half hour or do makeup, and, like, you already know I'ma just sleep, so I don't care that much about my appearance to have to, like, to feel the need to wake up, finesse some stuff, you know? Like, I'm okay with looking like an egg because it's just school. Figure out where this line is and just kind of redefine it. Oh, I never told you what I'm using to fill in my eyebrow. That would have been helpful, probably. I'm just using the NYX pomade and like a super cheap brush I bought from Target. I don't usually fill in my brows too much. This is definitely on the fuller side, you know what I mean? Like, I don't usually go this far with them. That's really dark. Do I always do it that dark? I'm just gonna like 180 switch topics right now because I don't really know how to do these things, you know. I don't know what people talk about. When I put my glasses on and all the rest of the makeup, these will look more normal. I'm just gonna switch topics and tell you about school because I feel like that's what everybody talks about when they do these things. They just talk about school, and I want to fit in with the crowd, so that's what I'm gonna do. I should tell you. I'm so bad at this. I'm so sorry. So I'm using the Wet n Wild foundation. This is a shade too dark, if I'm gonna be honest, but it's an amber beige, and as you can see, it does not really match my skin at all. Oh wow, this is really dark. We're gonna have to finesse this. Yo, I might just change foundations because this one's really dark. Okay, hi, so editing Jena just like popping in real quick. So in the actual clip, it doesn't look like the shade is actually that much darker than my skin tone. but like in real life I can just assure you it was like way too dark. So like just take my word for it. Once I'm outside and actually like get a tan and stuff, it might actually be too light. So your boy just doesn't know how to pick a foundation shade. So I probably just wiped a lot of the primer off as well. So I'm just gonna spray myself with this Too Faced Hangover primer, which is the same. It's basically the liquid spray version of the primer I used before. I thought that was, like, I thought it was kind of dark, but not that dark. This one's the Maybelline Fit Me. I don't know what shade. It's in pure beige. There we go. So I'm pretty sure all of my foundations are just various shades of beige. So yeah, there we go. This one's much better. I've just been in denial that it's still my winter shade right now. I don't really have any proper way of doing this. I kind of just apply it with my brush. If it's a little bit streaky, I fixed up with a sponge. I don't know how makeup works. Usually my skin is so textured that I can't tell if it's streaky anyways, so DIY life hacks. Just have bad skin and you won't know if your foundation's streaky. So how's your guys' day? This feels so weird, just like I feel really weird doing this because I feel like I'm doing everything wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments on what to do other than like obviously wearing the wrong shade. So that's why I don't wear foundation, because I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I'm gonna put concealer under my eyes. This is the Wet n Wild concealer. I kind of put on an obnoxious amount, but that's just because I have a tendency to blend it out too much to the point where it's just like there's no coverage. I definitely like this sponge more than the Real Technique sponge because I feel like this one, it's a little bit more durable, and I feel like it's even kind of softer. Like it's not like squishy softer, it's just like when you touch it, it's softer. I think it's also a little bit cheaper, like by like $1. It's not like a big difference. Point, every cent counts because your girl gotta apply for colleges next year, and I've got like 6 colleges I want to apply to, and that's gonna be a lot of money. Wish me luck. Hopefully I get into some of them, or that's gonna be like a few $100s down the drain. Yo, somebody tell me, why do college apps cost so much money? Like, these people really be out here making us all pay, like, a few $100s just to ask if you can go to, these people's colleges. They're literally all gonna be in debt before you even get into the school. The powder I'm using is the CoverGirl powder. That's it. I don't know what shade it's in. 115. Is that the shade? I don't know if that's a shade or if that's just, like, a random number on the bottom. Yeah, so that's what I'm using. This is what is this? The Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And I got the small one because I'm easily fooled into buying small products. But like, I also don't really use makeup that much. I just don't always have time to sit here and like really do it, you know? I just get everything in the mini version because it does last pretty long for me. Maybe one day I'll actually buy myself a kabuki brush, but for now I use this dinky little thing. Yo, if you're not in junior year yet, like if you're like a freshman, sophomore, middle schooler, whatever, let me just tell you, junior year is no joke. I'm probably about to contradict myself like 7 different times while explaining this, but like, just everything is so inconsistent in junior year. Like, your grades, your emotions, your feelings, your friends. I guess emotions and feelings are like the same thing. Like, the only thing that really stays the same for me is just like, the routine of getting up in the morning, just barely on time, getting to school, going to all my classes, going to a club meeting after school because I'm just... Somehow I ended up in like every single club and I don't really know how it happened. From there, go to sports. I'm a co-captain on the track team, which is actually my favorite part of the day. Track is like the only school-related thing where I've actually been pretty excited to go to every day. From here, I'm just gonna do eyeshadow. So I'm using the Tartelette Toasted palette. I just start with Latte, which is just like a matte transition color. And just put that all over everything. And then we'll work from there. I have a DSLR camera, but I don't have a laptop I can edit it on. So like, I really just use a camera for pictures as of now. I'll start filming videos on it once I get a new laptop. I need to get a job. I'm just taking the color Cozy and putting that into like my corner. I'm gonna take S'more, I think, which is their lightest matte color, and just kind of blend that along the brow bone and then kind of around that, just to kind of clean up my terrible blending skills. Do I use a shimmer today? Like, am I feeling it? Or why not? Why not? What's the harm? I don't remember the difference between sunset and simmer, so we're gonna find out the difference. You just swatch it real quick on my slightly dirty hand. They're both really similar, but I think I'm just gonna go with sunset because it's a little bit creamier than simmer is, because I don't really want to have to wet it. I got the shimmer way too high. We're gonna go back in with Cozy on a smaller blending brush and just kind of go over that. I'm considering opening my new eyeliner just because it'll probably be a bit smoother to work with. Like, it'll definitely be smoother to work with, I already know. And I want to try to use this one up before I open the other one. I'm getting this all over my lashes. I don't really know how to, oh, there we go, see? So I'm gonna finish up this eyeliner off camera, or we're gonna be sitting here for a long time. Okay, so my left side was significantly smoother than my right side. It always is. So I try to do my right side first. That way, like, I can match my left eye to my right eye, because my left eye is always the easier one to do. So if I have to, like, make it be shaped a certain way, it's a lot easier to make this one match this one than this one match that one, if that makes any sense. But I guess I'll show you how I sort of exfoliate my lips for times when I forget to put on chapstick prior to lipstick. Way to go, me. I still have a couple more steps I can do in between. So I'm just gonna put on like an absolutely obnoxious amount of chapstick. Like, I would never put this much chapstick on normally. Not going down. There's like a big, okay, whatever. So I just put on like way too much. I obviously don't keep it this way. I take it off. I put on way too much so that I can feel like it kind of softens up the lip, and then I'll exfoliate it with this e.l.f. exfoliating lip thingy. I'm gonna curl these lashes. My mom just got home, so I'm gonna have to film this last part really quick. And then put on mascara. I use the Lash Paradise mascara. Sometimes I just use it on its own, and sometimes I use it as a primer. I might just use it on its own just to make this video go a little bit faster. I'm gonna make some really attractive facial expressions while I do this, so my mom just came home, so that means my dogs are about to start barking like any second now. So just be wary. There it is. We're almost done. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We've almost made it out, ladies and gentlemen. I just have to put on highlighter and then figure out if I'm going to be doing a lip, or if I might just leave it like with this chapstick on and like have that be a really glossy, natural look. My dog's joining us. Hello, Grover. What do you want? Cheek paw? Good boy. Oh, come here. There you go. Good boy. I'm just gonna take some of this chapstick off, and then I will exfoliate it a little bit, not too harshly because we don't want to bleed. Exfoliate it a little bit with this e.l.f. lip scrub thing. So I'm just gonna highlight. I use this really tiny Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop, but like honestly I don't need the full version because this has, like, it's so pigmented that I don't really need to use a lot. I'm just gonna apply it with a fan brush because I don't want to overdo it too much. I'm gonna just wear this liquid suede. I'm gonna have to get changed like really fast and like skirt. Like, I gotta leave in less than 5 minutes. So sorry this ending is kind of rushed and uncoordinated, but I'm gonna be in trouble if I'm late. So that is the completed look. I'm gonna take my hair down, and I don't know when I'm gonna have time to brush this out, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's kind of entertaining. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I just wanted to like kind of sit down and film something so I can kind of inspire myself to actually do something on this channel, because I do have a lot of ideas. Really all I have to do is just like sit down and actually do them. Senioritis, you know, it's already kicking in. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, because that's the thing. I'll see you in the next video, which I'll probably upload 2 years from now. I don't know. Bye guys.